Hello, everyone. I'm Doc Watkins, and I'm down here at Jazz Texas in San Antonio with bartender Jordan Corney. You'll find Jordan behind the bar here at Jazz Texas on most nights, and today I invited him down to the club to talk a little bit about tequila, which is perhaps the spirit that's most synonymous with the common hangover. You know, you've talked to a lot of people, and a lot of people will say tequila gives them the worst hangover. Everybody's got a tequila story. But I always wondered, in light of the fact that they say that the clearer spirits are the ones least likely to make you sick, why is that, Jordan?
Well, personally, I don't really understand the whole clear spirits versus aged spirits, which are the brown spirits that are aged.
So is that an old wives' tale, the clear spirits thing?
To me, yeah. Most of it contains alcohol, and if you drink too much of it, it's going to be bad for you. But there are some caveats, right? There are some things in certain liquors and certain spirits that will give you a worse hangover than others.
So is it true that tequila gives the worst hangover?
No. Some tequilas, yes.
Which tequilas?
All right. So basically, we break this down into two main categories, which are your 100% puro de agave tequilas and your mixto tequilas. So one made from nothing but the agave plant, and the other made with 51% agave and 49 any fermentable
can it be
sugar
any kind of spirit?
So technically any kind of sugar, but that could be cane sugar, it could be beet sugar, it could be.
So they cut it, in other words. Is it fair to say that they cut it like they cut olive oil recently overseas, or they cut the vaping pens with pine sol, or the cocaine dealer on the street? Is it similar, or is that too far?
Maybe that's a bit of a stretch in that comparison, but there are some ties there. It is cut with another fermentable sugar. It's not
of a lesser quality.
Of a lesser quality, absolutely. And so a big part of that is not only it's a alcohol that wasn't created to taste great and be good for you. It was just made to basically fill that empty space.
So does it affect the taste of the tequila too? Does it make the tequila?
Yeah, the tequila tastes worse. Yeah, absolutely. And what they can do in that category to make it taste better is there's a certain amount of additives that they can add. There's only so many milligrams per liter that they can add, but they can add corn syrup, and they can add almond flavoring and oak flavoring and glycerin and coloring agents.
So is that the source of everybody's bad hangover story dealing with tequila? Is basically all the other stuff that they put in there?
Right. Aside from just drinking an absurd amount of it, that's definitely when you're drinking a bad tequila like that, it's going to make you feel awful.
With the good tequila, with the 100% pure agave tequila,
right.
Are the hangovers worse, any better than your average run-of-the-mill vodka or rye whiskey or something like that?
I would argue that if the quality of the spirit is made at the same standard, that it's absolutely the same experience. I even, in some cases, find that if I'm drinking it responsibly, I can drink a whole lot of it all day long and be fine the next day. As long as you're not binge drinking.
Sure.
100% agave tequila is actually an exceptionally clean, and while no spirit is healthy, it's better for you than others.
So down here in Jazz, Texas, we have great tequila. We have 100% agave. We have only 100% agave tequila. Right. But if you're walking downtown San Antonio during fiesta and you stumble into a random bar, and you like to drink tequila and you want to have a margarita, what should you say to your bartender to make sure you don't get the other stuff?
Well, simply, do you have any 100% agave tequilas? It's good to know your brands. If you have some favorites out there, you can name one, and they'll go for it. Don't just say margarita and let them go to work, because you're going to get whatever's in the well.
Yeah.
And
taking your chances.
Most places out there, it's a mixto tequila because they make great savings.
And they do that to save money, right? When they use the inferior products, obviously, always.
Yeah. It's about the dollar. Yeah. It's not about how your margarita's going to taste.
Is the pure agave tequila then significantly more expensive than your run of the mill mixto tequila?
Well, it is much more expensive. Compared to quality, I think way more bang for your buck. To spend a little more and get a product that's infinitely better.
Cool.
Yeah, I won't even touch it mixto. I won't even drink a mixto tequila.
And you'll be glad you spent a little more money the next day, for sure. Right?
Yeah. When you wake up and you can, feel like you can make it to work, that's you paid for that.
Right on. Well, thank you, Jordan. Thanks for the explanation.
Sure.
And next time you're in a bar, especially if it's Jazz Texas, make sure and ask for all we've got is the pure agave tequila here, but make sure and ask it wherever you go. And Jordan, thank you so much.
Sure.
And cheers.
Cheers.